One of the biggest arguments you hear regarding Wanderer's place in meta is that he needs Faruzan C6 in order to be comparable with other hyper carries. And in this video I will be going over Wanderer's damage with C6 Faruzan, non-C6 Faruzan and no Faruzan to see what you gain with Faruzan C6 and see if it's worth it. First, to get our baseline, let's see how much damage Wanderer deals by himself. His damages are on screen right now. Some of the multi-hits like his Ascension 4 and his burst did not crit. Because I forgot to use crit food, but I calculated the total damages in those multi-hit situations as if they all crit for consistent numbers. Because after all, we are not really looking at how much damage he deals, but rather how much increase in damage we get with Faruzan. And speaking of the granny, let's first take a look at what she really does. With her burst, Faruzan decreases animal resistance by 30% for 4 seconds, regardless of the talent's level. Also gives your character animal damage bonus for 4 seconds, and this one scales with this talent's level. In this case, at level 12, it gives 36% animal damage bonus to the active character. Just for extra information, it is 30.6% at talent level 9 if you don't have her C5, which increases the burst talent level by 3. Also with her Ascension 4 passive, every 0.8 seconds when your active character deal animal damage, they get a flat animal damage buff as a portion of Faruzan's base attack. In my case, at level 80 with Favonius Warbow, Faruzan has 637 base attack. That is 203 flat animal damage, and my Wanderer has 200% crit damage. So when it crits, that is 600 something free damage every 0.8 seconds.
100年経とうが教令員の馬鹿げたルールは少しも変わっておらん。
Now let's add Constellation 5 Faruzan to the team and see how much Wanderer's damage increases.
属性を見下ろす。君ごとき僕を直視する気か。
And even without non-Constellation 6 Faruzan, we see around 46% increase in Wanderer's damage. It certainly is quite the increase in damage, but doesn't really answer the question, do you need her C6? And to find out, let's activate her C6 and run the test again. With Faruzan C6, we see close to 20% increase in Wanderer's damage compared to C5 Faruzan, and around 65% compared to no Faruzan, which makes Faruzan the best support you can have for Wanderer, to my surprise even better than Bennett. At Constellation 5, Faruzan is almost on par with the level 90 4-piece noblesse Aquila Favonia Bennett, and at Constellation 6, she is around 15% better than Bennett. Thankfully, however, this game is not limited to 2 characters per party. So next, let's build a full team for him and compare what Faruzan C6 brings to the table in a full team scenario. I will use Bennett for his massive buff and also for Wanderer's Ascension 1 passive. For the last slot, you can really use anyone you want, but I will use my Constellation 5 Jean. Thanks to Mihoyo thinking it's really funny to keep giving me Jean while I'm missing half of the standard 5-star characters, while not having any constellations in the other half of them I have. But anyway, that's my daily rant about the gacha, so let's get back to the actual comparison. For the first fight, let's see how much this team with C5 Faruzan performs against the Robo Chicken, or more accurately, the Aeon Black Drake Perpetual Motion GL Fath. With C5 team, my Wanderer is unfortunately a little bit not strong enough to single cycle this fight. With Faruzan C6 massive 40% animal crit damage buff and she consistently proccing the 4-piece tenacity for 20% attack buff, our favorite Robo Chicken couldn't even last long enough to value Faruzan. Next, let's take our emo boy and see how he performs against his cruel mother. First with C5 Faruzan. Next, try the same rotation with C6 Faruzan.
真理は
全力攻撃だ燃えろ
風よ私
天へと前
The difference in damage dealt is around 20%, which is basically in line with our findings in the Rage's Wine test. 'Faruzan C6 is more than just some damage increase. The periodic pressurized collapse hits not only good for proccing Favonius Warbo passive and creating animal particles every other hit because of the 6-second cooldown on her particle generation with pressurized collapse. While fighting against small, squishy targets, her skill can stagger enemies and prevent them from running away from you or attack you. Her Constellation 6 definitely helps him in those situations. But for bosses or big opponents that cannot be grouped or staggered anyways, her C6 is nothing more than just extra bit of damage and energy generation. As long as you have her Constellation 2 for longer burst uptime and as much energy recharge as you can give her, you already have the whole cake that Faruzan brings to the table. But her Constellation 6 is definitely that cherry on top. But that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Hope you found it informative enough to make your decision for pulling Wanderer or not. Good luck with your Wanderer and Kokomi pulls. Not so much with the weapon pulls, because even if you want it, just don't do it in this banner. But yeah, that's about it. See you next time. Bye.